Young and Restless number is 0205, take one.
I turned the furnace down. No sense building up heat when we'll all be leaving soon.
Thank you, Mom.
Does it have to be that far down?
You checked the price of fuel lately? It's going up all the time.
Oh, that reminds me. I got paid yesterday. It's $40, Mom.
That's too much from you, Jill.
You're gonna need it to make up for Snapper's money.
The way prices are going sky high, I guess I do.
Of course you do.
I wish I had more to give.
It takes a lot of time just to get a legal practice started.
You've been spending an awful lot of time at legal aid. You don't get anything for that.
Well, somebody's got to help the poor people.
Lord knows that's true. And it looks like there's gonna be a lot more of them soon.
What do you mean?
All this rumors all over the factory. They're gonna start laying off because of the energy crisis.
Mom, they wouldn't let you go. You've been there so long.
Well, I don't think so. I hope not. But it's no time for you to be thinking of quitting your job.
Mom, I hate that job. I feel like it's a lifetime trap.
Well, I know that, honey. But with things as tight as they are and a chance of them getting tighter, I don't know what else you can do.
Mom, why didn't you tell me it was that bad?
Look, you're just getting started. I mean, you've got enough on your mind without having to worry about family matters.
Greg should know how things are, too.
Jill's right. Mom, I'm trying to do everything I can.
You're doing your best now.
Well, maybe I could get a nighttime job.
We're gonna need the money if Mom loses her job.
Well, we don't have to worry about it, at least for now.
You know, it seems like there's always something to worry about with us. You lose your job and we're really gonna be pushed under.
A lot of people in our fix, Jill.
I don't want to be.
Sometimes folks can't help themselves.
Well, I'm gonna have to find a way to help myself. I'm not gonna live from hand to mouth for the rest of my life.
I hope you don't, honey.
There's gotta be a way out of this.
We'll find it, Jill.
You got a way out. I haven't found one yet. I gotta get going. Bye, Mom. Greg.
See you, Jill.
Oh. I never should have mentioned the factory layoffs. It's just upset her more.
Mom, just how serious are those rumors?
Oh, who knows? Well, there's always a chance of losing your job if you work for somebody else.
Oh, boy, it is serious.
Don't tell Snapper. I mean, he's got enough on his mind right now. Besides, it might not even happen.
Yeah, like Snapper always says, we're family. And we're gonna make it somehow.
Yeah. But it does seem that it's just one damn struggle after another for people like us.
If it can happen to some women, why can't it happen to me? They all weren't born rich. Some of them had to make it another way. But how? How do you make it happen? To have a beautiful house with servants and give the kind of fantastic parties you read about in those magazines. And wear fabulous clothes.
What are you doing here so early, Jill? There's nothing on your books until 11.
Oh, I thought I might get some walk-in trade.
Need some extra money at home since your brother got married?
Yeah, we can sure use it.
Does that mean you've changed your mind about quitting?
There's no way I can quit now.
Look, I know how you feel about having more excitement in your life, but I'm glad you're staying on. You're a good worker, Jill.
Thanks, Hazel.
I see you're still getting your kicks daydreaming over the fashion magazines, huh?
Mrs. Chancellor must live in a house like one of these.
Well, I saw pictures of their place in a magazine a couple of years ago.
Oh, yeah? What was it like? Fabulous?
Yeah, it's on the edge of town on the Lake Road, high up on the hill, overlooking the whole town.
Oh, sounds fantastic.
I remember there's a long, winding driveway from the road up to the house. I mean, it's really something.
Do they have a pool?
And a tennis court and stables.
Mrs. Chancellor's really got it made.
Yeah, but it doesn't make her happy.
Do you think she's lonely?
Maybe that's part of it. You never know what goes on inside a house, even one like the Chancellor's. Or inside a marriage, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. When I took over for Caroline and finished Mrs. Chancellor's hair the other day, I asked her if she'd ask for me when she came in, if she does.
Oh, that's okay. Carolyn sure doesn't want to do her anymore. She can't cope with the lady.
You think she'll call, Hazel?
It's hard to tell. Well, anyhow, half the time when she makes an appointment, she gets to drinking and doesn't show up.
I sure hope she comes in. I really want to please her.
Jill, why are you so interested in Mrs. Chancellor?
I guess because she's one of the beautiful people.
Well, you dream on, honey. I've got work to do.
I wonder if Mrs. Chancellor would get sore if I called. Ask her if she'd like to come in. Kind of nervy. I wonder if I should.
Sorry? Now that we've told Marianne our news, I want everyone to know I'm going to be a father. Nothing has ever made me happier.
I'm glad, Pierre.
And we have to buy you some maternity clothes and a layette for the baby. I want the best for my wife and child.
Can we talk about it a little later, Pierre? I really was on my way out for a walk.
Well, I'll go with you.
Well, do you really think we should leave Marianne alone?
No, that wouldn't be right.
I'll be back soon, okay?
Okay. All those walks she takes, is it for her health and the babies? Or does she go to meet? No, I must not think such thoughts about my wife.
Chancellor's residence.
May I speak to Mrs. Chancellor, please?
May I ask who's calling?
Jill Foster. I'm an operator at Hazel's Beauty Salon.
Just a moment, please. It's for you, Mrs. Chancellor.
Who is it, Teresa?
It's a Jill Foster from Hazel's Beauty Salon.
I don't know Jill Foster. Ask her what she wants.
May I take a message?
Well, I just wanted to tell Mrs. Foster that Mrs. Chancellor, that I have some free time now, and 2 o'clock's open too, if she'd like to come in and I can do her hair.
I'll see Miss Foster. Mrs. Chancellor, Miss Foster says she has some free time now, and at 2 p.m. if you would like to have your hair done.
Tell her no. Teresa,
Yes, Mrs. Chancellor.
you might also tell her I don't appreciate her soliciting me for business over the phone.
Yes, Mrs. Chancellor. Miss Foster?
Yes.
Mrs. Chancellor does not want to have her hair done today, and she would like to make her own appointments in the future.
Thank you. It was dumb to call. I wish I hadn't now.
I'm leaving, Kay.
All right, Philip.
Do you have any plans today?
Not really, no.
Isn't the Children's Guild luncheon today?
Well, I send in a check, but then you know how I hate those big charity affairs.
Why don't you fly down to Nassau for a week or two? The sun would do you good.
Without you?
Well, it's impossible for me to get away now, Kay, with the production cutbacks. I'm gonna have to lay off some of the force today.
Well, a trip doesn't really appeal to me right now, Philip. I mean, really, I'm just not up to all that bother.
Well, I have an early morning meeting with the shop foreman. See you at dinner then?
You're not going to kiss me, Philip?
Have a good day, Kay.
You too.
Well, Kay, another empty day to get through. I look a mess, just like I feel inside.
Teresa? Teresa!
Yes, Mrs. Chancellor.
Call that girl back at Hazel's, Jill, whatever, something or other. Tell her I'll be in for the permanent.
Yes, Mrs. Chancellor.
At least it'll be something to do.
The perm turned out beautifully, Mrs. Chancellor.
Mm-hmm. Seems so.
It'll give your hair enough body so the set will last at least a week now. I'd like to do your hair in a French roll sometime, high on your head, when you go to a special party.
Mm-hmm. What for?
It'd look elegant on you.
I don't think so.
But you have just the right face for that style.
Maybe once, but not anymore.
Your bone structure's lovely.
Mm-hmm. Like the lines around my face, or do you prefer the circles?
With the right kind of makeup, you wouldn't even notice them.
Just get done with what you're doing. I want to get out of here.
But I want it to be right.
And then it should be fuller around the temples.
I plan to do that.
Then would you just get on with it?
My mother says there's talk of layoff at the factory.
Oh, how would she know that?
Oh, I guess you don't remember me mentioning it before. My mom's been working at the factory for 7 years. It'd really be rough if she was laid off now.
I really don't like this much back combing at the crown.
I'll watch it, Mrs. Chancellor.
Jill, will you hurry? I don't feel too well.
Well, can I get you anything?
Just get on with it.
How do they decide who's laid off at the factory, Mrs. Chancellor? By seniority or who needs the job the most?
I wouldn't know how the factory works. Doesn't interest me. I wonder if I should have my hair dyed.
Such a lovely color the way it is.
Yeah, it's beginning to gray.
Or perhaps a rinse to cover the gray.
It'd be a bore to keep up. I want to leave
I'm
now.
not finished with the bag.
Just call my house and tell Teresa to send the car for me.
But it'll take a while for your chauffeur to get here. If you don't feel well, why don't I call a cab and take you home?
I can go in the cab alone.
But if I go with you, I can finish your hair at your house. Please, Mrs. Chancellor, I want it to be right.
Very well, but hurry. Just call the cab. Please call the cab. Here's my coat.
Hi, Mrs. Foster.
Sally, what are you doing here?
Wanted to talk to you.
Is everything okay?
Sure. Nothing to worry about.
You look real good, Sally. You're getting prettier all the time.
I'm starting to show.
Now that's when a woman really begins to look her best. She starts to bloom.
We told Pierre's sister last night that I'm pregnant.
She must have been real happy for her brother.
Well, she seemed to be. But you can never tell what that one's thinking.
Oh, you've been married long enough. Nobody's gonna think anything.
I couldn't wait any longer.
I didn't think you'd be able to.
Mrs. Foster, if you get a chance, do you think you could tell Snapper that we're starting to tell everybody that I'm expecting Pierre's baby?
I'll do that, Sally. Are you getting to the doctors regular like you promised me?
Yes. I saw him yesterday.
What'd he say?
He said everything seemed to be fine with me.
And the baby?
Everything's perfect. Knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
Well, how are things at home with you? I mean, since Snapper's gone.
Oh, we're doing fine.
I guess you must miss him a lot.
He's got his own life now with Chris.
Chris is a lucky girl. To have a mother-in-law like you.
I'm here for you too, Sally. Whenever you need me.
You'll never know how good it makes me feel. Just to know that I can come here, talk to you, confide in you.
Well, like I said, it has to be our secret. But you and me, we can get real close.
You, me, and your grandchild.
I'll take care of her.
Well, maybe she needs a doctor.
No, I don't.
I know what she needs.
Make it a double.
As soon as we get to your room, Mrs. Chancellor.
Well, are you sure she's all right?
I always take care of her.
Teresa, please.
Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. If it can happen for some women, why can't it happen for me? Should I leave? No, I think I'll wait.
Furs by Sompers of Beverly Hills. Join us again for The Young and the Restless. Stay tuned for Search for Tomorrow, next on most of these stations.